my lap, the whole city is a hot spot. Gotta keep a condom if you fucking with these thought bots. I'll let the fam for whatever one-stop shop. Let the window down, cause you know we don't hotbox. Burn on my lap, the whole city is a hot spot. Gotta keep a condom if you fucking with these thought bots. I'll let the fam for whatever one-stop shop.
Holla at me, I get them goats, carry bass. Not a word coming out if you had ever asked. Daddy wish he never had me, so I am a bastard. Trying to raise me to a savage, so I give him laugh. Shit like that'll make you wonder, what the fuck you after? Pull your cameras out, get them bitches something to capture. I give them love and I would dap them if they were to back you. But if they ever played you backwards, I would have to slap you. Purple haze for my murky days. To find your way, you might need about 30 days. We can switch another page if you ain't amazed. But most niggas in this game can't act their age. Wrong move and get you baked, well done steak. Fuck around and see your fate, this is garbage. I take a nail to the face, murder was the case. You switch your sides like you made, sneakers so safe.
Let the window down, cause you know we don't hotbox. Burn on my lap, the whole city is a hot spot. Gotta keep a condom if you fucking with these thought bots. I'll let the fam for whatever one-stop shop. Let the window down, cause you know we don't hotbox. Burn on my lap, the whole city is a hot spot. Gotta keep a condom if you fucking with these thought bots. I'll let the fam for whatever one-stop shop.
Hotbox, really? What's the name? That's KZP and Rocky Maverick clowning, baby. Hello. Happy Wednesday, baby. Welcome to another episode of Miss Me After Dark. That's enough of that. What was that? They was burning rubber down the street. I don't even know if that went with the song. Damn. Okay, another episode of Miss Me After Dark. I am your host, Yolanda Misunderstood Brown, and baby, welcome. We made it back another Wednesday. We here, sitting in the seats, baby. We here. Thank God. So, today is a beautiful day in Zamunda, right? It's hot outside. The summer day kicked in full bloom, and guess what? Father's Day is this weekend. Yeah. Father's Day is this weekend. Give it up for the fathers, baby. I mean, give it up for the fathers, the daddies, the ones that's trying, the ones that's doing it. You know, we see you. Mm-hmm. So I thought I'd dedicate the show today to the fathers, to the men, to the ones that's out there trying to get it, trying to stay out of jails, trying to stay out of trouble, trying to be a good dad, and just to sit here with a group of magnificent, progressive women they're going to tell you who they are. That's moving and shaking. And just to say that we don't hate you. You know, the narrative is created that we hate you. We hate men. Fuck these motherfucking niggas. Money. But all women don't feel like that. So we going to dedicate this show to try to figure out, just give you a little insight on who we are and how we feel about the current state of dating. We got one woman here, she's married in a beautiful relationship. We have people in relationships. We also have people like myself that's single. You know, it's just a wide range, you know, and just how we feel. I'm single and I don't feel like that. So we just gonna talk about it. So as you know, I never introduce my guests because I always feel that I can never introduce my guests better than they can introduce themselves. But if they don't tell all of it, I'm gonna jump in there and tell the rest. So guest number one, on mic number one, who are you?
Oh, okay, we're going to start with me. So I'm Asia, also known as Stone. You know what, y'all? Like I said, I'm a mother of 4. I used to be a host on a podcast myself here at my city, my music. I just did my first movie. I'm working on my second one and my third.
Okay, clap
so
it
that's
up for
exciting,
there, baby. That's
you
a big deal. Yes, making power moves.
I enjoy it though. I won't lie. I've always, even as a kid, I was always, into drama and things like that. I took classes like that in high school and middle school, but as an adult, I just didn't take it. No further than it. Yeah, no, I didn't. So now as an adult, it's like a bucket list, and I'm fucking with it. I enjoy it. So that's me. I'm Asia.
Okay, Asia. Give it up for Asia, man. That's a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
All right. Progressive woman number 2. Who are you?
Well, my name is Nikki. Got a YouTube channel. Most know it as Just a Brown Girl in America.
That's killing shit.
Yep. So that's who I am. Depending on what your definition of progressive is, most would not call me progressive.
Okay.
In the most.
Well, you thinking politically?
So,
yes, because that's what you do. That's
but
what you
I'm far
do.
from that. But
Okay.
yes, I am. I do love addressing social issues on that page too, because it's all interconnected. So yeah, just give me a shout out. Just a Brown Girl in America.
Okay, and don't forget about the karaoke, and don't forget about the voice, and don't forget about the twins that's killing shit, that sing. You know, you see, this is what I'm talking about. I gotta jump in to get you together because you left out too much stuff.
Well, you know, I try to keep some things a little separated from other things, so just depending, because like I say, I can be a little bit controversial sometimes. So I try to keep certain things. But yes, I do have a side hobby of singing. Karaoke is one of my big hobbies. I love doing that.
And
It's
you have
like
a beautiful
release.
voice.
I do competitions, stuff like that, karaoke competitions for fun, and so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll be in there when I leave here.
Yes, you will be. Okay, and Mike number 3, who are you?
Golden reality number 2.
Okay.
No, my real name is Yolanda. I have branded myself as Golden Reality 2 on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, and Threads. Please follow me. I am a content creator. I have a journalism degree. I do a lot of videography, and right now I'm doing content creating. I'm on the road to retirement. I'm going to try to retire in 2 years.
Okay, congratulations to that, baby. Because to not have to clock in and out is a blessing. Boy, what?
Yes,
We all striving for that.
Yes, I'm starting 2 years early, so I'm trying to build up now. We're going to work on my faceless theme pages, my quote pages, and, you know, just get into the internet scene on that. So that's what I'm working on now, and I'll be working on that for the next 2 years. So when July 2027 hits, hopefully I can walk out of the door and be free.
Okay.
Be a
So
free young
what is it
lady.
that you actually do for a job?
I work at AT&T right now.
Okay.
I've been there 23 years, and on the 25-year mark, I can hit the doors.
Okay,
So that's
some
what
people
I'm
saying they
trying.
can't leave today at 30 years, 40 years. My mama stayed
Exactly.
at her job for 40 years. That's all she know is work.
Yes, I'm
You
trying
need to
hit
get
the
a job,
25.
girl.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out. The first we can get out is 25. So
Okay.
that's what I'm shooting for. I'm got 2 years to try to make it, and I believe in myself, and it's go time.
Okay, it's definitely go time. I believe in you too, because you preparing. You right now 2 years ahead of time preparing. Like we just on go time. I'm in the generation. I'm on go time. Like I ain't preparing for shit. Not a lot, but I am preparing for some things. But I ain't trying my job. I'm like, I can't wait to be like, I ain't trying to be there. But kudos to you for, you know, I ain't saying nothing, you know, because you somebody got, you know what I'm saying? Somebody. 'Cause baby, look, I hope I get it because I ain't got the 401k, the 201, 701, or none of them ones.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to leave.
Right.
Since I'm trying to leave at that 2 year mark, so I just grab it all. And
and then reinvest it in something else.
Exactly.
Right.
Be free.
Yes, freedom is the mission. Mike number 4, who are you?
I'm Mika.
That's it? Okay, Mika with the beautiful voice. You left that part. She can sing too.
Okay.
So we got 2 sirens here, 2 songsters here that can sing. Both of y'all can blow. You know what I'm saying? She just try to act shy until she open her mouth and then something else come out, like Miss Chalet or something. So that's crazy. Yeah, she like, I don't want to sing.
Since I was a kid. Okay. Yep. Used to sing in church.
Right. And then you got a very strong personality. Like you, once you get to know you, it's a little different than what's sitting here right now. They be fucking me up. Right, we are like that though. We pick and choose our battles very well. So okay, she don't want to talk right now. When we start talking about me, and she gonna open up. Mike number 5, who are you?
For those of you who don't know me, I am Candace Bailey, aka KB, aka Candy, aka Kira Mama. I am a hip hop junkie and a collector of beautiful things, self-love pusher, and a cupcake dealer.
You definitely a cupcake dealer.
I love cupcakes.
Definitely a cupcake dealer. Cause if you had one, you.
Tea too.
Yeah, and that coffee, if you are a coffee drinker for real, it gets you where you need to be without crashing. Cause and tea too. But the coffee is the one when we had the morning show, when I tried it, I was like, I'm not a big coffee person, but it doesn't crash you out or give you like, cause I don't drink Red Bull or none of that because it give me like them jitters. I feel like a crackhead. Yeah, but her coffee. And it lasts a long time too. It's really high quality coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's good coffee. It's good coffee. Okay. So now that everyone has introduced themselves, let's talk about what's your as far as your situation status. So everybody will know, like, are you married, single? What's your status as far as relationships?
I am in a relationship with the father of my children.
Okay. So you in a long-term relationship?
I mean, yeah. It hasn't been a long time that we've been in a relationship, but yeah, that's what I'm going for.
Okay.
You know, I'm going for wife.
Of
You know, that's what I'm heading toward.
That's always the goal.
Okay, the wifey is always the goal. Well, no, not necessarily.
It's not always
some
the
people
goal.
don't always want to be wifed up.
I personally would like to be married. You know what I'm saying? I won't die if I don't. You know what I'm saying? Because it just is what it is. But I would like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we've been programmed to want that gown and to walk down the aisle. And
I don't need that. But we can go to the courthouse. But just when we leave there, we leaving to go to the airport.
Okay.
That's all. I just want to go do something. But yeah, now I don't need all that now. I don't need a white gown. I don't need it. It's not needed for me.
I always thought that was kind of for other people.
It is.
It's not for the couple. It's kind of for other people.
We don't give a fuck. Why do we? I don't want to be uncomfortable.
And
I want to get married and then leave. That's what I want to do. I want to get married and go.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I am in a relationship.
Okay, so we got one relationship. Miss Nikki, how you doing?
I'm amazing.
Okay.
Can you hear me? I feel like I can't hear myself. Okay.
You said that the last time. You can't hear yourself? I can hear you.
Okay.
Your mic is hot and ready, baby. Trust me. Run it back. It's on. So what is your current relationship status?
Divorced.
Divorced?
I am divorced, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And
I was married for almost 20 years. I believe we were together for like 20, married probably like 18 or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, divorce don't always have to be a bad thing. It could be a cool thing. It could be. It depends on how you end it, when it end, and
I don't really agree with separation of the black family right now. So at this point, I'm never advocating for divorce. So that's part of the reason I do what I do. It's just not a good thing. Like we can have kids by these men. We need to make it work.
Right.
Other than that, not stop, because it's just too much right now.
We need to try to make it work because it definitely takes two people.
Yeah.
You can't make nobody do what they don't want to do.
I think that us as women sometimes don't hold accountable for our choices that we make in men. So we also have to address that. We can't just put it all on them. So that's where I'm at right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very much true because we make our choices based on our personal reasons. Because I know I done messed with some what my mama call them, gooma cookies.
Things, you know,
some shit that look like, Lord have mercy, where you get him from?
Just be like,
that bag.
It could be the bag. It could be the D. Women got an array of reasons. They do. It could be the kids. It's just a lot of reasons that they do it. But I think the kids are actually way more important, valid reason to do it.
Yeah.
Than some of the other things that we go for.
Yeah, definitely when you start having kids by people and stuff like that. But I think I'm a track star, so I always just, if it start making me feel, if it start hurting me like mentally,
I have to agree.
Yeah, if it start making me feel like sad and mentally like stressed out, and I start feeling myself like, why? What is going on? I'm like, hold up.
I think that only comes from staying in situations longer than you should have before.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
I was talking to my friend and we was talking about that, and I said, I think, because she said, well, we keep going through this, and I'm like, I think we're giving people too much of our time. We're giving them too long in this so-called dating process. I don't know what it is now they doing, but the hookup or whatever they doing.
The situationship.
Yeah. We
way too long. Yep.
Yeah. We shouldn't even be moving past that first couple of dates.
Yeah.
Cause
You know what it is, right?
You already know. So if you looking for something, I think we just got a date with purpose now.
And intentions.
And intentions, right? That's it. You gotta do it with intention. I was married. I am divorced. I initiated my divorce because of everything that was going on. Now, let me say, in these past few years, I have learned to accept the accountability of the part that I played and why the marriage went the way that it did. We do have 2 children together. One is 25, the other one is 17, and then I have a 22-year-old with someone else. And what I realized was the part I was playing was the fantasy. It was the fantasy. Like I said, Cinderella has ruined us.
Yeah, we definitely.
And when I tell you my wedding, baby, we danced like Cinderella and Prince Charming.
Right. Y'all spun around in circles and stuff.
You couldn't tell me nothing else. But the whole time, he had just came home from rehab, and this was shit I already knew. I knew he was on drugs. I knew he was a cheater. But I was believing that he was just going to turn it around for me.
Right. You ain't realistically look at your situation.
Right. And so the thing is, like I said, just within these, maybe about the past 5 years, I've accepted the fact that, girl, you knew all what's going on with him.
Right.
How you gonna get mad at him for being him?
Right.
You knew all of this.
And I knew all of it. Right. So once I had just accepted that, I was just like, that was on me. That was
it's
on
not
me.
even really a loss if you look at it and really accept accountability for certain things. It's really not a loss. It's just, now, don't granted, the accountability where you know it was your loss is different. You know what I'm saying? But like for the most part, you be like, you know what? He was a fucking crackhead, bitch. How you been? He was a crackhead. You been?
That's what I'm saying. You knew,
so now it turns funny. Like, you stupid.
Right.
You know, like you don't do that again.
It was,
or you don't waste as much time with somebody again. You know. So I think that's all. It's just
But what about the ones that like fool you and shit? Hey,
I don't
but
think
not
they fool.
No, they do. It's been some that I've been with one. I've been with one. I thought it was weed. And it turned out to be heroin.
Okay,
so it's like seriously,
that's
like for real.
My ex-husband was on heroin.
Yeah, so he was like, nah, it's just weed. And then I jumped out the porch like I was a cornball.
Right.
I grew up a cornball. My grandmother raised me. I didn't know. So like when I get outside, my grandmother passed away. I'm outside now. You know, I'm an adult, but I'm outside. Now I'm seeing all this shit because me and my first husband didn't work out. So now I'm seeing, I'm dating. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you need to stop smoking that weed. You like too high and shit. And then I'm like, girl, this nigga on heroin. He been on heroin. I'm like, what? Well, it's not heroin. It's heroin.
Right.
This nigga been on heroin. I'm like, what?
He smart that ball.
Right. And then by this time, you so in. You know, I'm in. And he had what they had, that quote-unquote dope dick. So that dope dick, this superhuman, baby.
That's
it's
where
like
I draw
almost
the
like
line,
I'm addicted. Like, oh
see,
my
I draw
God.
the line. That's why I can't mess with people that do drugs.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Because no.
If you
do drugs, the drugs you do aren't the drugs I do. We can't be together.
Right.
Yeah.
If we don't do
that
drugs,
now,
we can't be together.
I know what it look
nothing
like.
to
You can
discuss.
get nothing past me now. It's like I've been through so much stuff that is, like I said, I'm a runner, I'm a track star, and my problem is I don't know when it might sound like it's real. It's not real, but it's real. So I can't distinguish the illusion from reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know when somebody really being real with me. Right. And I'm like, pew. Yeah. I don't think so. Pew.
Right.
Pew. Yeah, I don't think
it's
so.
Something, man. Like, I know, because we got divorced in 2013. And I had like hopped into another relationship like right after that.
Yeah.
And that was probably like a year. Like I was, and he was like 8 years younger than me. And so where I was a little blinded by it, as far as like, I was just more so like, oh, I'm just moving on. But no, all the signs were there. Even when I sat back and like I said, just had to pay attention to it. All the signs were there. And I just said, okay, after this, I'm done. That little rebound relationship, he started, just being real controlling. and we got into an argument, and he slapped me, and I was all like, yeah, that's all I needed. Go ahead, player.
Right. You say not the third slap, but the first slap.
That's all I needed. Go ahead, big dog. I holler at you. And look, I've been single ever since 2014. And so what I've been doing now is really just paying attention, y'all. And the minute I see something, you disrespectful, I holler at you. Yeah. You ain't the same all the time.
But see, that's what I mean. Yeah. Like, how do we know when it's reality and this? Because that might be your trauma talking to you. It might not be. Like, it might not be being disrespectful.
No, it be flat out disrespect, huh? No,
because I've heard a lot of women say men were disrespectful just for holding them accountable. For they stuff. Right. So it just depends on what you consider disrespectful. Because a lot of women just don't like pushback.
Right. True. Or a person just calling them, pushback. See, person calling them on that shit.
When I'm saying disrespectful, I'm saying like the true definition of disrespect.
Like a bitch, the whole and shit like that.
Or like the last person I was kind of seeing. I really liked him, y'all. I'm not gonna even lie. But he would just flat out tell me stuff like I'll be sharing like what I'm interested in, or did you hear this album, or did you know that they sampled this? I don't care. Like, I don't. Ooh, big dog, I done figured out all this mess you into. I done looked up all these people who you be doing all this stuff with. I done learned about motorcycles and all this because of you. And I listened for 4 and 5 hours about you talking about all this stuff.
Right.
And I'm simply saying who sampled a song and you saying you don't care.
Okay, so while you talking, I'm thinking to myself, what made you pick that person though? You picked that person.
No, listen. I'm getting ready to tell you.
Because I know what made me pick all my fuck ups.
You know what? I do. He was tall. He was handsome.
The superficial.
Superficial shit.
That tall, dark, and handsome. Yeah. He had long locks. He was a nerd. And he did a lot of stuff differently from the thugs that I was normally with. He was into all this other stuff. So now I'm like, ooh, I got an opportunity to learn something. But now he was mean, he was rude, and it was too many times where I had to say, hey, that's not nice for you to say things like that. You shouldn't say that.
Okay.
Now keep in mind, I'm 45, he's 40. So you know better. Right. You just doing stuff because you think, oh, she gonna let me do that. Nah, I'm gonna just quit talking to you.
But you still picked him for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Cause you should have everything that you were saying on the your kinds, your pros should have been should have been kind. Like I talk to a gorilla. I don't care if he treat me nice and he treat me nice and he talk to me nice and he love on me. I don't give a fuck what he look like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't have a preference per se.
I don't.
For me, it really is the vibes and you know what I mean. Just being honest.
I just have to be able to wake up to you. But
there are certain things I'm willing I'm not gonna do.
Right.
We're not even going to entertain it in that direction. I'm going to always be nice.
Yeah, and those
you know
being mean, because that's fucking with my mental. I can't work right. I can't move right if you being mean to me. It's messing with me. I got to get rid of you. And, stuff like that. But I don't care. I used to
I want to know. I'm sorry.
Like light skin. But I don't do that no more.
I want to know Miss Mika's relationship status.
I'm single.
Okay.
Yeah. You single. And ain't even mingling, right?
Somewhat.
Okay. How long you been single?
4 years, I think.
4 years. Everybody that I know that's single been single for a minute. Yeah, it's something happened in the dating pool.
I was in like a 7, almost 8 year relationship.
Right.
I needed a break.
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship majority of my adult life.
Okay. So, but that's good that you know you need a break. I know people that go from relationship and don't heal in the process.
People don't know how to be alone.
They
haven't, and being alone is not for everybody though. I want to be fair in saying that, right? Because we weren't made alone. So it's like we it's not for everybody, but I think the way people go about not wanting to be alone is toxic.
Right. I mean, I don't necessarily like being alone.
You shouldn't.
But
right. I agree.
The reason I've been single so long, there's multiple reasons. But the biggest one is because after I was married to my son's dad, then went from that to a relationship.
Right.
I didn't know who I was or nothing. I came from like an abusive relationship to this relationship with this man. He was a good man to be with, but yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah. So after it was over, I needed to figure out what I need to do for myself.
Right.
Who I was, what I liked. That's when y'all met me, because I was outside.
Okay.
And I had been in the house the whole time I've been grown.
And they don't understand that.
Yeah.
Just because you take time to be outside and experience don't mean that that's who you are. Because I don't know if you talking about having a whole phase, but I had a whole phase where I was on some straight whole shit. Like, I was like, listen.
There's levels to whole phase. Like,
and you can't be a whole phase all your life.
Right.
But to go through a point where you had fun and you just experienced some stuff. And okay, now that's done. Now let's get back to reality.
Right.
I'm over here now. So my whole phase was, it was like a rock and roll movie. It was sex, it was drugs, it was whatever I wanted it to be.
Right.
And I just be like, okay, I ain't get caught up in that.
Right.
It was fun. I always kept my head though when I was in it.
I've been through errors.
Yeah, I always kept my head when I was in it.
It was a fun run, but I'm glad I ain't get caught right there.
Yeah, I ain't get caught right there. So, mic number 3.
Hi.
Hey. So, what is your relationship status?
Well, I'm seeing somebody.
Oh, okay.
And I can't complain.
All right.
I'm finally being treated nice.
Good.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's clapping.
All right, let's give it up. Let's give her up. Okay. So we have 2 progressive relationships. And look, she hates that word. Okay, we have 2 relationships that are moving in the right direction. Right. Because Nikki, like, progressive doesn't mean that. Okay. You want to break that down so bad. I mean, in regular people terms, not
I really don't,
in political terms.
Like,
well,
when most people
it's moving forward.
It just give a
okay.
burn
So
through
I'm
my
looking
bones.
at
It's just moving
I
forward.
would love to hear it only because I just want to make sure I understand it correctly.
Okay, so tell her what your
Well, it's exactly what you mean, but I guess depending on what ideology you have is what we moving forward towards and how we doing it.
Okay.
So, at this point right now, it's very aggressive and radical.
Yes, it is.
So, no.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not,
crazy out here right now.
You got a lot of feminists that are progressives. They a lot of the big issues that we have that I hear y'all complaining about right now with the men and how we operate. So, no, I actually do not like that term. I love the people, maybe, if they love God, like those that are called by my name, those are mine. I don't agree with love everybody because that's just not real and no true.
Right.
Or biblical.
Right.
So that's false.
Right.
So no, I do not like that word.
Well, when I say progressive, I just mean moving forward in whatever their purpose is in life. You moving forward. I see you moving forward. You're progressing. You're progressive.
Right. That's why when you had put it on Facebook, and I'm like,
you said exactly what you said. What is exactly
I'm like,
do
is
you
that
mean
what
by progressive?
exactly what? Because I didn't think that you meant what I meant. Okay. So that's why
Yeah,
I just
you
wanted
know
to
I
make
did.
sure before I said.
You think deep. I think deep sometimes. I don't like to submerge myself in that world because it could become overwhelming.
Well, it is overwhelming
it
because
is.
it's all intertwined and it's all affecting everything socially.
Yeah.
So even your social issues are directly handed down to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
To the way we think, like I said.
It's this fantasy that most of us women live in. And it's like I said, it's only been since I've been like just really focusing on it and trying to figure out why are we like this. So then I thought about it. I said, girl, we've been watching all these fairy tales all our lives. Think about it. It's always a man that had to come and save you. Even when I got married, right? I was talking to my grandmother and I told her, I was like, we getting married. You should be getting your invitation. Make sure you send back your RSVP. I'm sending all this up to my grandmother. And she was like, wow, you getting married? That's the one thing I wish I had done. And my grandma like almost 80 think she was almost 80 at the time, right? And she was like, not to just be doing all this stuff. She was like, I just wanted somebody to talk to other than my children.
We ain't put here to be alone.
Right?
We supposed to have a person.
So when I thought about that, you know how we just be up thinking. What we searching for, and this is just my opinion, y'all.
It's within us.
And what we searching for, first of all, it is already in you. And then what we're looking for is the companionship. See, the relationship part, that's just something that society says he got to be your husband, or he got to be your boyfriend, or whatever, right? What we're looking for, honestly, is companionship. Because what I find now, I could care less about that whole relationship stuff. We all that arguing, and you can't talk
That's
to
the
this
wrong
person
relationship, though.
and all
Don't base it on
No,
that.
what I'm saying
Because
is,
we're supposed to be with somebody.
We are not meant to be.
We're not supposed to be alone.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Because this the whole bullshit narrative that they pushing. And girl, you a strong black woman. They don't push that shit to white people. They are orange, green. Ain't nobody else.
I mean, they push it, but they not accepting it.
Well,
but the whole thing is that the ideology came from the white liberal woman. So as much as black people like to think that they thinking on their own and they
ain't no way.
There's no way. It was fed down. It was strategic. And the men, like your grandmother, probably didn't get married because back when she was coming up, Lyndon B. Johnson gave them welfare and kicked the husbands out.
And listen,
so that's why I say it's all interconnected. And until you start understanding that, and then you actually get pissed off about it,
you are a pawn to a bigger fucking bullshit ass game. That's why I'm like, no.
We're looking for that companionship, right? Because like now, I'm single, and I'm okay with that because I don't want to get with somebody just for the sake of getting with somebody out of loneliness.
Well, I'm single and I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with that because I'm okay with it because of the narrative that social media and all that shit push that these men and women pour into.
Well, you're stress free though.
Yeah, I am stress free.
Yeah.
Is she?
Okay, because I would be more. I would be happier.
We're talking about men wise.
Yeah.
I can't just date anybody no more.
What I was saying was
my last situation.
I just don't want to
let me know what I need to do.
I just don't want to be in a situation where I'm just gonna get with him so I don't be lonely. Because the one thing I love to do is talk. Like, let's talk about music. Let's talk about movies. Let's talk about books we've read. Let's talk about the fact that I found out both of my grandmothers were side chicks in waiting. Like, and when I put all that together.
But you gotta understand that's something that's been passed down to you as well. Like, for me, I had to go to therapy, and learn who I was before. Because you have to bring your complete whole healed self to a situation for it to work. You cannot walk into a situation thinking your unhealed self is going to attract somebody healed. And that's going to be perfect for you. No, you're going to attract another unhealed person.
So I think that I don't think anyone is truly healed.
Well, I think that we are also, we always evolving and growing and learning.
We're always doing that. So we are going to kind of run into people that have trauma, right? And have some sort of, it's just are they trying to evolve as well? That's what it is, right? Because it's okay if I got issues, you got issues. That's fine.
We all got.
But if you just like, bitch, I'm just gonna live here, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna move on. We not gonna be compatible. I gotta leave you behind. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm just we just become very unrealistic with ourselves as women and what we think that these men should be. It'd be nice. I'm thinking nice if that's what it was, but it's not for the most part. And I think that. Sometimes we're not okay with that. Like, I'm okay with a man not being what I need him to be for me, but I'm also okay with leaving him alone.
Right.
And being by myself until that man comes along. True. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Some people don't know how to do that. And again, I've stayed in situations longer than I should have, so that's why I know better.
Right. Me too.
And if I'm miserable, there's no way in hell this motherfucker's happy.
Exactly.
There's no way. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that he's just in La La Land thinking everything's sweet and I'm just miserable.
Because it's not all on him.
It's not.
I think for real, in all honesty, we control the narrative. They don't.
We do.
So, we control the narrative. I think I think we really control the narrative. We just let them think that they control the narrative. I think that if you are in complete control and or one with what you got going on, that a man can be we are really that real. I'm gonna say it like that.
The point I was making was
because
we've seen all of this stuff, right? That's what we've based our ideas of what a relationship should look like. And as I got older and was able to put puzzle pieces together and figure out, like I said, my mother's mother never got married because she was a side chick. My mother's a side baby. My uncle is a side baby.
Have you been a side chick?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. And I'm not saying it like it's wrong.
No, I'm just asking because, generational stuff, it gets passed down.
But the point I'm making is this. That whole idea I had about what the relationship should be, marriage, all of this, it was false. Because then I found out my father's mother, same thing. Even though my grandfather, which he was like my father's stepfather, but he's the only person I knew as my grandfather. He was married. That woman died, and here go my grandma. Now she in the number one spot, but she was waiting. Does that make sense? She was messing around with him. Knew the man was married. All of that,
Yeah, we get it.
And the fantasy I had about me and my husband's marriage, I wanted to be just like me and my grandmothers and my grandfathers. I wanted it to be like they would drink their coffee together every morning, all that, right? And that's what I wanted.
And it was an illusion.
When I got married,
it
just so happened.
An illusion.
It
wasn't real. Shit.
So look,
it was real. It just wasn't real for her.
Right.
So it was real, just not for her.
I wanted to do the same thing. Drink the coffee together in the morning.
But no, she was thinking it was like marriage real.
No, marriage, she's thinking of what are you thinking?
When I saw how my grandparents were,
right?
That's what I wanted.
You thought it was like a true love story.
I thought it was like a true love story until
it was a fairy tale, like Anita Baker.
We get older
and you found out.
You get to listening.
But who says they didn't love each other?
No.
That's
not what I'm saying.
Like a relationship that ended into that became the marriage.
And we could even talk about that. Like we could even talk about. So, do you think that is something wrong with that? But like, do you think a man should be with one woman? And we could even go into that because I got my views on that.
I'm not gonna speak for men. I'm just gonna say the man that I'm with got to be with me.
That's
all I'm gonna say. I can't speak for all men. I'm just gonna say the one I'm with.
I've discovered that it is an illusion. Because think about all the love songs that we like.
There's too many STDs going around. HIV,
think about it, how we feel, and we see all these marriages and all of this, but then we don't, and then we start finding out the struggle that they had.
I mean, but I never thought love was perfect.
Specific to one person.
My parents have been married since before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
They never showed us that marriage was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They told us, my dad and my mom said, for the first 5 years of their marriage, they fought every day. Mm-hmm. They fought every day. They said that's how they became to learn each other the way they do.
Right.
Okay. Like they know each other now.
Right.
And my dad was like, I can't imagine my life with somebody else.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But it's because it was two people who, like my mom hadn't had a boyfriend or anything, but my dad had been sleeping with these different women, doing all this stuff, and then they found each other.
Right.
But neither one of them were perfect.
Right.
They both had their own issues. They just worked them out together.
Right.
So do you ladies think that like you said, we have an unrealistic reality on relationships? So do you think that we look for an unrealistic relationship?
I think we are unrealistic about the nature of men.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right.
And I think
That's
what we're doing is we're expecting them to want to drink coffee with me every morning when he got shit to do.
Right. Okay.
You know, we want him to have these emotional conversations, which is just always not feasible because he can't be that man and be the man that go get the money.
Okay, period.
He can't do both. Yeah. And that's just not how they create it. And I think what we have to understand and realize, there are roles. I know as much as women want to be equal, it's just not equal because really they only want to be equal when it benefits them.
Exactly.
Right.
I ain't trying to be equal. Like I said, I asked my mama the other day, what bitch fought for me to have to go to work because I want to go back and I want to slap her ass. Because I could be at home. I could have not argued with my husband to go back to work because I got bored of being at home and tired of the little money he was handing me. Well, right now, I really wish I could be the fuck at home.
Yeah. And I could get that little money he was handing her.
You hear me? But,
I think times definitely changed for
I think that this movement and it has just messed up the thought process of how we look at relationships, especially women. That's why right now, my focus is mainly the black woman because I really don't care what other folks doing, even though I love them to death.
Exactly.
I will advocate, for right is right, wrong is wrong. But my main focus is, especially for what I call my blackity blacks. I hope don't nobody get offended. That.
What does that mean?
What?
Your blackity blacks.
Those are the people that are what I call that. Like when I say progressive, so you got your white progressive liberal, and you got your black progressive liberal. Okay. And you got the black progressive liberal, which is mostly women, but then you got the most feminine men.
Right.
Also aligning with them.
I want to talk about that too.
So they are just racist, mean, and they kind of just got a grudge, and they want to take over. So yeah.
Who are you talking about wanting to take over?
Yeah. We was explaining the difference. How did we start? The radical, the radical progressive.
Who's mean and want to take over?
That's what she wants. It's a Marxist ideology.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's another whole subject.
Right.
But what I'm saying is the black community, and it's mainly the black woman, has adopted this ideology from the white liberal woman, which all stem a lot from feminism from a long time ago.
Okay, true.
So
that wasn't even our fight.
It wasn't our fight. Even like right now, you got the situation going on. Some shit just ain't our fight.
It ain't our fight.
Like, and some shit ain't right. I'm for right, I'm for wrong. So we got our own issues in the community. And for me, when I talk about the black progressive person, they focus on the wrong shit. They focus on the things that are really happening because they have an agenda.
Right.
Because if they really cared about the black community, and I'm talking about your bourgeoisies, your elite black people, and all of these people, if they really care, and they in the community, they around because it's floating down.
Yeah, they eat off
you know
us,
what I'm saying?
just like everybody
it's
else.
Down, and then we get these elected officials, and we vote so much off of like identity or one political party or whatever the case may be. We don't even know what's happening right up under our nose.
Yeah,
we got to get from up under that. And once we hold our men are tired. That's what somebody had said that earlier. I don't know what's going on with the day. I'm telling you right now because I be on the panel with these men. I listen to these men.
Listen to them
because
too,
I got
tired.
To the point where I said, let me actually find out. Because we'll hear what they saying and then be like, no, that ain't the why you feel like that.
No.
You like that because of this and this and this.
Right.
That is so annoying to me.
We ain't never listened to them. So I started listening over the last few years, 4-5 years, like almost like a soul search. Like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, you can't tell somebody how they feel.
Man, and when I listen to some of the young girls and listen to some of the stuff that's being spewed, sprinkle, all that shit.
Ain't no sprinkle. They live it. They devout. Live. And the older women
like
too.
They're literally
the grandmothers
they're
too.
Done.
It's
they almost done with black women, and it's like
the grandmothers. They
taught that shit, man.
They twerking, doing everything, but except for even trying
I'm all
to
for
raise
a hard
kids.
reset.
Me too.
In the community, I'm all for locking up any degenerate. I'm all for damn near to the point of arranged marriages. You got a nice, a nice son, little baby son. I got a nice little baby girl. I will raise him to be the best wife. You raise him to be the best man you can.
But I'm back on that. But no, I'm back on that though. I've been preaching that, like I'm taking it back to the old school. And me personally, that's what I have done. Like if I meet a man and he says, "Dan, you asking me all these questions," well, I want to know who your parents are. I want to know who you are. I want to know where you come from. I want to know about you before I even look into, because what if you are cool, but you got schizophrenia in your DNA?
Family, right.
So now I'm dating a second generation or something, and it might show back up with you. I want to know who I'm dating. So I think we definitely got to take it back to where we get to know each other, and sex don't even need to come into the It can't come in for me. It can't come into the program right now.
You get that.
It's a financial. It's a unity. It's a family type of bridge. So I think we just, and that's not even a black wife, that's just an American Western thing versus other cultures.
Right.
We gotta reel it back because we didn't got into politics and everything. And plus, I want to talk about. You said you in a positive relationship, and how did you get there? And how long have you guys been dating? How did you meet?
We met at a university, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, he works at a university, and I was attending a university. So,
okay.
And I just coming and going to class, going to the library, in and out. He just would always be there. So we just started talking, and I was coming out of another relationship, being treated bad, of course. Yeah. So I wasn't really trying to accept anything from anybody. I felt like I'm being treated bad. Why go to somebody else just to get treated bad again?
Right, exactly.
And it didn't turn out that way. It really wasn't that way. So I didn't have no complaints. And then, you know how we are. We think we can do better, or we find somebody better. So we go away from the good thing, and then we think the grass is green on the other side. And then we get treated bad.
Right.
And you'd be like, oh, I had a good thing and you didn't know it.
Right.
So that's kind of how I've been living, You get something good and then you get something bad. You give them a chance, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, whatever, how many years you need to give them till you realize this ain't me. Because I could be single. I don't have to be treated bad for 5, 7 years. I don't see no problem.
I'm not going to be treated bad for 5 years.
That's
You're
in denial.
Not now.
That was
not
my
now.
question. Yeah, because I have been treated bad for 5 years.
Late teens, early 20s, I have absolutely, stuck around.
Nah, I was toxic, so I
but
was
now,
definitely
absolutely not.
Right.
I was too. So
Yeah,
I get
I
it.
was
Like
toxic.
I said, don't get me wrong. Like I get it. I get it.
I used to feed off
but now,
toxic. It was
absolutely
fun.
not. 5 years of just not being treated right at all. Fuck
Right.
out of here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. You good.
It's my, to me, in my mind. Y'all see what's going on in the world?
Yeah.
You think I got? Can we
I
hunker
mean,
down? Can we hunker down?
That's my thing. Like, I really
count on
don't.
you, sir. Can we forge? Can we
Toxic
do
back
things?
then was
Shit
different
is
than
getting
toxic
real
now
outside.
because you will lose your life out here playing. You can't play no more. That was the question I wanted to ask you though. How did you not miss him? Like you said, I could be single.
What made you
I don't.
give him a chance,
yeah.
I
What
guess,
made
right,
you
'cause
like
you just
take him
came out of
serious?
something.
He just was applying pressure, but he wasn't doing it
Oh, yeah.
aggressively. It
We
was
like
just
that.
a nice, calm, either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it type of a pressure. And I felt like I really didn't have nothing to lose, you know what I'm saying? If he treats me bad, I can just leave him.
Yeah.
Like I left the last person.
Yeah.
Right.
So I gave him a chance, and then it was all good. And then, like you said, you think the grass is green on the other side, and you go to the other side and you find out it's not. And then you get treated bad. So I went back.
That's AstroTurf. That ain't even grass.
Back. Got accepted.
I got accepted back.
Sometimes they don't let you come back, and that's when you gotta flip out.
He
Don't
tried
you?
to tell me it was gonna be that way, and I was like, whatever. You're just saying
AstroTurf.
that, so I don't leave. He was right.
You like it?
He was right.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I was playing. I was playing.
So now but it was a good testimony because now I know.
Yeah.
Don't leave.
I agrie.
Right.
I understand
Just
what you're saying.
be careful about leaving. Because I may not can go back next time.
Right.
I don't know I'm grateful for the experience, and I'm just grateful that I found somebody that can treat me good. Because sometimes you just feel like you're not gonna find anybody that treats you good at all.
Right.
I do feel like if you
is.
find love at any point in juncture in your life, at least once you have won in life.
Yeah.
I agree.
Because most people would go through life just, looking for love or wanting to feel it anyway.
Or never will feel it.
So I think that when you do, like I've had the wonderful fortune of having love in my life before. So like, not that I don't want it, because I want it. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to never really, truly get it, I'm cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some people can't even say that.
Yeah.
So I'll take it.
But I think like the Oprah Winfrey little thing, love is different things to different people. So maybe you might, maybe you might not find love in a man, but you might find love in chemistry or.
I get that.
Or
I get
giving
that.
back to the community, or it's
let me be
different
clear
levels
that
of
right now I am
love.
in love. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
know.
I'm in love.
Yeah, this not directed
I'm in love.
directly to
But,
you. This just in hypothetical
I do
world.
also understand that, my in love don't mean they're in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm okay with letting people go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's another
That's
thing that
the
us
thing,
women have a
too.
problem doing, right?
Exactly.
We'll know that things
I've had
aren't
a problem
right,
doing that.
but we don't want to be the ones to let go.
hold
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
But
I
it's
got
back
the
to
opposite problem.
I'm okay with being like, hey, listen, you look
you don't have a problem with letting
You
me
know what
go.
I'm saying?
I don't.
I don't
have.
go. Do you
I
want to?
learned from dating me. As soon as it ain't even seeing stuff I don't like. I be making up stuff.
You
that
can
I don't
feel
like.
it.
Right.
No,
you
I have
make
issues.
reasons to leave.
Yeah, I be like,
Is it just because you bored?
I've noticed lately I like more so talking. I don't even want to. As soon as you be like, oh, can I take you on a date?
See, that's trauma.
I don't know if I want to go.
That's why I feel
And
like
it's
people
just
need to
get
definitely go
nervous
to
or-
therapy and
No,
stuff
'cause
and fix themselves
when I meet
first.
people, I don't be liking them.
Yeah.
Like when I'm actually in your face. Sometimes people have really good conversation, and then when you meet them, you be like,
You don't like them?
Is that?
And
Are
I
you
have
afraid of
issues.
being
I
hurt?
meet them like on, when you say when you meet them like on line or something?
Sometimes, and sometimes
See,
I
I'm
meet them
scared to
in
meet
my
people
face.
online.
Yeah, the only reason,
So
and it's
sometimes you'll meet
because I'm
people
like, I
face to
know
face
I've
and-
tried
and
it, but I
you
know
know
It'd
that
be
I need
okay,
that
and
energy.
then do it
And
again,
I
and
just
it
like
won't.
the
Is what
human
you're saying?
connection, because you will know right off the
Okay.
bat.
Well, sometimes like I'm meeting people. I met this one man at the grocery store, but I was with my kids, so I'm hurry up and moving.
Okay.
I don't want my kids seeing me talking to nobody that I'm not with.
I got you.
So he gave me his number. We exchanged numbers, and that was it. And then we went on a date. I was like, I don't like him at all.
I got you. Right.
Yeah.
I
But we
understand.
talked on the phone for like 2 weeks before we went out.
And you liked the conversation y'all was
Yeah,
having.
What was
I
it
don't
you didn't
like-
like about
Yeah,
it?
well, right. What was it?
So I'll listen to your words a little bit, but I'm real big on when I'm in your face, how those words are coming out. I'll be like, he lying.
Yeah.
He's sitting here and telling the truth. Lord, this is not
So
who he
you read
really
body
is.
language.
Right.
You read
He
the body
faking.
language. You reading the body language.
I'm really
Awesome.
good at
Miss
reading
Queen.
people I don't know.
Right.
To accept,
So
press 1.
I
To
just
send a
I don't
voicemail,
be
press
liking
2.
them. I ain't gonna lie.
This is-
Dating is hard. I don't be liking
Dating
nobody.
is-
for real.
okay, they
It
hung
is.
up
It
good.
is hard, but like I said, since I've been single, I've really just been paying more attention, and it's like I'm not gonna say I don't ever want to get in a relationship again, but I have discovered that if I don't, I have enough interest that I'll be okay. I got a lot of things that I'm interested in, a lot of stuff that I do that I'll be okay. Now, is that something that I won't know? Because I want the companionship. I want to be able to talk to somebody and go out and,
Yeah.
But I'm not just going to do it with anybody out of loneliness.
Right.
See, we'll start doing stuff because we lonely and be like, oh, well, he be calling me, so I'm going to go ahead, knowing you don't like him. And so when you get to that point where you meet up with him, hey, I don't really care for him for real, or whatever.
Like she just said,
Yeah.
she don't be careful.
Right,
I'm like,
and then now it's like you just doing something just so you not sitting at home bored on Friday when
Yeah,
you
see,
should have
I'm
just
not
stayed
that
at
bored.
home.
But sometimes
So what
my
do
reasons don't be
what do you?
reasons.
Because you
got 4
said I don't
kids,
want to
baby, I'm
date
never bored.
out of loneliness. What do you want to date for? Like, what is your main thing?
My goal is to get married again. I want.
No, I'm
I
saying
want-
for what
This
reason?
person keeps calling back.
why I want to get married again, so that I
Hello.
have some
You don't miss
companionship.
me after dark.
I want companionship. I want to be able to.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, you're on Miss Me
wanna-
After Dark.
I want to be able to.
Hey, this is Queen from Woodstock with TDG.
Oh, hey, what's up? Thank you for calling in.
Why not? I was trying to make it to y'all, but I had some runs to make.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Yeah, I tuned in.
okay.
But I wanted to call the lady that said that she went back. I'm with you right there, cause baby, I was with my ex-husband for 14 years, married for 11. We've been divorced for 4, and baby, the game is so different now. I'm like, I should have stayed married. I want to go to the next bed. I want to go to the next bed. It was just my pride, and you know what I'm saying? Can't let nobody feel like they gonna trump the king. So I felt like, oh well, let me pull this wild card. Shit, the wild card was pulled on you, goddamn. Because it's real different. I'm talking about these guys be stalking and some more stuff. Especially if you give them some of that good. What the heck?
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
These men like men
it's
now.
Wild.
It's different.
I'm so scared for my daughter. She's 16, about to be 17, be going to college in a year. I'm just like, oh my God. Like, because our generation is way worse than the 80s babies. You know, it's wild out here. They got everybody single. Everybody's claiming they single, but everybody fucking.
Yeah, that's the part that's scary to me, which makes me
You know what
now
I'm saying?
practicing abstinence. Like, since my last relationship, I ain't been with nobody, and I ain't mad about it.
Yeah.
Because you got to get to know me. You don't want to get to know me. Why would I give you my most precious gift that people kill for? Like, I see what people doing for it, and I know my shit good. I'm just saying. Every woman say that, but I'm just saying for real on a serious tip. Why should I lay down with you? Why?
And I can't make this shit up.
I ain't gonna do that.
I can't make it up. I'm like, I need to zip this up, sew it up, or something.
Not sew it up. Please don't sew it up.
Hey, sew it up or something. It's crazy out here. And then the women is just, I know I'm an aggressive woman myself, and I'm a half a female, but baby, the women be so aggressive. I be like, damn, come on. I be able to tell them, baby, oh no, baby, I slob on bobs, baby. I don't lick the cat. You know what I'm saying? But they be coming.
She said she slob on Bob. She don't lick the cat.
Hey, for real.
I understand what you're saying, though.
It's crazy out here. And these guys are so nasty. They always want to talk about females. These guys are the nastiest. They taking condoms out. You switch positions. They think you don't know the difference. Oh, no, bro. What you on?
It's wild out here. It's like somebody said to me, they said when they was watching the Diddy trial, they was like, shit, and I thought I was freaky. I ain't doing shit.
Nothing.
I ain't doing nothing compared to what these people out here doing. They like that. They got one in the ear, the eye socket. They doing all kind of new shit. And look, she like the eye socket. What
it's
the fuck?
It's
different.
And
it's
everybody want to have freak outs. Everybody have a freak outs.
The ear?
Right.
It ain't just Diddy. Everybody freaky.
Yeah, I think when the man left the house, it changed the dynamic of the everything. You know, the men are softer now. They give female vibes, and then it's like when you get an alpha male that's very masculine or whatever, he got multiple options because we just attracted to it. It's like, oh my God, a real man. When we out here starving, you know, we out here starving because these men out here acting like women. They like very feminine, you know, and it's crazy. Right, women raise them. I know, but shit.
They in a soft man era. What they call it, drizzle. That drizzle area. They want to be wine and dine. They want you to take them out. They want you to open the door for them.
They do.
Like what?
My last little friend, baby, he sat in the car while thought I was gonna pump the gas while he sat in the car. We don't do that. We don't sit in the car. We don't. I set the trash at the door. I watched him walk. I said, "You walk past that motherfucking trash one more time," to myself.
Exactly.
I'm done with you. Like that's the basics that I teach my sons.
But you know what? The flip side of it is when you do get a man, they are so freaking controlling. It's unbearable. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't want you to love me that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you. No, I don't have to see you every day. They demanding to see you every day, all day. No. I need room to breathe. I like to blow with the wind, daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they do say that
very controlled.
They do say you supposed to have a man that love you.
What's
more
controlling
than he love
though?
you.
Like
I had to go back.
That you love him.
What's controlling?
I was gonna say because
controlling
they don't
Yeah,
sound like that.
right. What's controlling?
Or they want to be with you.
I know what controlling is.
I like that.
Yeah. What part of your man wanting to be or you wanting to be? What part of that is controlling now?
You know what I'm saying? I like to breathe.
Hold on.
She said she like her freedom.
Then
you don't want to be in a relationship.
All the time, like
So when you what you mean by freedom? What you mean by freedom?
Yeah, like, okay, let's say that. What's freedom?
And then there's so many down low, brother. See, the ratio is so high right now. You know what I'm saying? The ratio is like 20 chicks to 1 man. like a real manly nigga. Like you were saying, it's
It
shit
is.
a white
That's
man.
why I'm saying, like,
or not. That's the only thing I'm free to do.
Only thing you
If I'm
hope
in a
to do is
relationship,
be
I got a
number one.
choice. That's it.
We still just want
Shit,
10
I
or
feel
15 if we want to.
that's already been the case.
But it's so many downloads brothers, we don't know which way to go. When we start letting them tell them they look good and purple and peach and skinny jeans and carrying purses, it went too far. You know what I'm
the
saying?
mamas was
Then
like,
you start seeing more
y'all should
bitches.
have seen the prom. I
Twink
seen
right
all
up.
the videos of the prom, and the boys was dressed like girls, and there wasn't number women in the background saying, "Go Terry, go Terry." So I mean, we can't complain about it when they get older and ain't nothing left for our daughters.
Right.
Exactly.
Y'all raising them like
They
that,
all
and I
wanna
mean that as
wear,
a whole, not like
Gucci
us. When I
daddy
speak,
shorts.
I speak in general.
Yeah, I don't know. I got a gay son, and I did not raise him like that.
I worked real
Man, it was
hard not to
in my
have that
control.
crazy, that weird ass emotional
Society
bond
was pushed. It
with
was
them.
pushed though. You might not have had no control
'Cause
because
I
I don't
didn't
feel
raise
like with
my
my
son
baby
like
I
that.
did either.
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know, it
So,
is
I
what it
can't
is. But
say.
I do recognize when I look back and I just think about it, and when I'm looking to where we are now, it was an agenda.
Yeah, it was an agenda, most
still
definitely,
going.
but
So would you?
I don't
so
know.
can I ask a question? Would you say
what
that
happened.
it's simply and only just an agenda? Because I know two-parent households whose
No, I mean
children
right
still,
now it's an agenda. See, because we've
Well,
always
right now
had,
it's a thing.
well, that's what I'm saying.
It's
It's
kind
just
of thing.
It's a thing.
See how you said that?
Everybody not, but
It's
I'm
a thing.
a-
Like, that's not even.
Yeah,
when
it's
we was
different.
coming up,
Yeah, it's
you've
different.
always had gay men, gay women. We've always had
Right.
them.
But they were
People had
hiding.
their life.
Right.
They weren't even
'Cause
hiding.
it wasn't.
They wasn't hiding. They was living their life.
Yeah, they should.
You know, they was
Right.
doing their thing. A lot of times, we thought that the two women, they was just older best friends that lived in the house, but they didn't. But as time progressed, they got
Exactly.
marriage rights and all that.
Right.
That should have been the end. But see, what they started trying to do is push this stuff on our kids. See, that's why I say this social stuff is always connected. When I hear people say I don't do
Yeah.
politics, I always tell them the politics are doing you.
Yep.
Mhm.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
Like, just think on the trans issue. How many, especially if they telling your kids that they a whole nother thing, especially if you say you love God. But let's not even go there. Let's talk about the pharmaceutical industry. Once they make the decision for that kid and they convince everybody that that's a thing, you know how much money they make off them for a lifetime?
All right, Ma. This person just keep calling.
So that's all.
Okay, go ahead, baby.
All right, thank you for
What
calling.
time your
That's
show
why I
over?
want us to get
What
back
time
in
your
our
show over?
households and
Thank
start
you.
teaching these foundational
All right, boo.
principles. My baby didn't need no help.
Right.
And it's people I know that's gay, straight. They
Hello.
didn't need no
Where
help
is
being
she?
what they was gonna be.
Right. I see what you're saying.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
They born that way.
Let them grow up and do what they're gonna do.
Exactly.
Right.
But don't get out the school.
Right.
We don't need drag queens at the school.
Right.
Hello.
Them bugs.
Hey,
We don't
you
need
don't
you
miss me
pushing
out the
and
door.
confusing
Thanks
my
for
baby.
calling.
And I don't need to be getting fired because I accidentally
Yes, how you
called you a
doing?
man because
I'm
you look
good.
like
How
a
you
man, but
doing?
I didn't
Right.
know you wanted to be a woman.
Yeah, I would like to marry the one with
So
the blonde
that's what I'm
hair.
saying.
Oh my God, who is this playing on his phone? Who is this playing on the phone?
I would like to marry the one with the blonde hair.
I'm about to hang
Oh,
up.
go ahead.
Who is this?
It said Mary.
It's
Who's-
Remo.
This who?
Remo.
Remo. Okay, Remo. You where my ring at? You gotta do it right. You ain't bring no ring up here. You ain't send no roses, no flowers, no nothing. You just called here talking about you wanna marry me.
I'd like to marry the one with the blonde
Stop playing. Shit. Do you have a question or a comment while you playing tonight?
Look, I really wanted to call in and let y'all know this is a
More
good
stupid.
topic. First of all, this is comedian Marvin Davis. And I
Thank
just
you.
want
What's
to
up, more?
Hi,
What's up, more? When he changed his voice back, I'm like, okay, I know that's more.
Now listen though, I really I appreciate the topic because you know that conversation is had around the tables at the black men's group that I be in. So I just want to let y'all know that the topic is very much needed, and you know I pray everything work out for everybody that's around the table that's seeking for the right person and right, you know what I'm saying, they other person in their life. That's all.
Oh,
Just want to
thank you. Well,
encourage-
see, it started right here with these type of conversations, and
it does.
y'all talking about it. And what's the name of the organization? Black Men.
The Black Men's Meet, yeah.
Right.
The Black Men's Meet, yeah.
Yeah. See, y'all talking about it over there. We talking about it over here. We getting the message out. This is the way it starts, because everybody does not push the narrative of, you know, the city. I was going to say the city girls, Sexy Red, even though, you know, whatever. It's a place for that. And everybody else that's pushing these narratives and agendas, like we actually want to build families and, you know, set up generational wealth. We can't do that alone. We can try. We could try, but it'll be easier and more conducive with a male counterpart, a productive female counterpart, you know, and we get these families back together like they need to be, because it's a reason why they want us to be separated from each other, because when we're together, completely unstoppable. Completely unstoppable.
True.
Like, there's nothing nobody can do with us when we together, you know.
I totally agree. Long as people, and I'm on both sides with this. Long as both male and female seek them some type of therapy and deal with the trauma, I think everything will be okay. That's what I was saying.
Right. I think you're absolutely right. There are people leaving where they saying we don't go to therapy. You know, therapy is a beautiful thing. Therapy is a beautiful thing. Well, thank you. Don't you got a show coming up more?
I really do. I do, y'all. I do. I mean, I ain't come to do that. I just wanted to come out.
No, just shout it out real quick.
Or something.
Okay, yeah. I mean, June 21st at Treasures, I got Uncle Hank and Big Nephew Lowdown coming in. Two big shows, 7:30 and 10 o'clock. It's going to be crazy, y'all. So, you know, if y'all want to come out and get a good laugh, hit your boy up. And whoever's in the studio right now, I got $10 off on their ticket if they want to come.
Okay, it's that Treasure. And he a very funny brother too. I got something coming up with him. It's a birthday party, but yeah, he funny as hell. All right, Marv, thanks for calling in, and I appreciate y'all. Keep the meetings going, and we gonna do our part over here, because this is a very important subject.
Yeah.
For sure, man. I love y'all on purpose, man. Peace out.
All right,
love you too.
Love you too.
All right.
Yeah, I think we gotta just love on our brothers more.
Yeah, we do. They definitely.
You know, I work in the shelter. You know, I work in a men's shelter, and when I say the life is beat out of these people,
It is.
it's hard. So, I've watched grown men cry. It's hard. So I just think that we got to also with accountability. But I think right now, like I say, the black community need to focus on our issues, our kids. We got kids unaliving each other. Yes. We got bigger issues right now. I think as women, like you just told him, we got to address the women. You know, it takes leadership, women as leaders to, you know, groom and raise up our young girls. Right. And hopefully they doing the same with our boys, and we can get the families back.
Yeah. What I say about the kids, you just got to keep talking. They hear you. Like when they oh mama, oh my God, you just got to keep on talking. Just keep talking.
Because we did.
Right. Because everything's stuck.
Because now I find myself sounding like
I know I sound like my grandmother.
I sound like mine, but
me too.
The one thing I did realize too was a lot of the stuff that I overlooked, and then the reason that I just finally said forget it, I'm just gonna file for a divorce. Being able to sit back and look back on it with an older mind, older eyes, right? I was like, that could have been something that we could have worked through had we had the right resources.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right support system around you, the right tools.
And so, because I was the first person in our family to get married in 2 generations, like the last person to get married was my great uncle. And then nobody got married. My grandmother didn't. Then my nobody, my aunts, uncles, nobody. Then I'm the only one to get married. Still. So it was like I didn't even know who to draw from.
I was just gonna say, did you have a lot of pushback because of that? Like what? A lot of, you know, after you make this point too, I'm gonna take a quick break so everybody could drink, get something to eat, whatever, because it's 8:20. Okay. We're gonna take like a 10-minute real quick. But did you being the first person to do that in your family? It's like almost like going to college and being the first person to get a degree.
Yeah, because when we So what happened was when he cheated or he made a mistake, whatever we want to call it, he called my mother and he told her. And she called me and she was crying and she was just like, "Oh my God, y'all, I was hoping y'all would make it." And,
like Whitney Houston, mama on Waiting to Exhale. Talking about Savannah. Talking about Savannah. That's a good man. Okay, Savannah.
And see, and just to kind of go back to what I was saying, all this stuff that we've watched, right? All this stuff that we watched, it played a part. That's the point. That's the point I was making. Not necessarily that we shouldn't get married.
We definitely been programmed.
No, I think what I envisioned in my mind. So I thought, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be okay, right? Because he wasn't that. And to your point, I did want him to be the leader, my friend. My shopping buddy. I wanted him to do all this stuff with me. And he like, girl, I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm finna go in here,
All you gotta do is go to the store. The men be looking so like, oh my God, this girl that drugged me through this shit.
Right, and so now it's like, do I want the relationship, the marriage? Of course. But I'm not going to do that same stuff anymore. I'm not just going to accept things just because I don't want to be alone. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm still I think
single. When I was asking that, as far as when I was saying, when you really want, because like for me, I know that, I don't know, see me and my ex, we just cool. That's like my whole.
Yeah.
Like I can't say nothing bad about, I mean I could, but I wouldn't. Right. Being petty.
That's my dog.
Right.
So, I mean, I really can't, but, I think of things like generational stability.
Yeah, of
also,
course, yeah.
Because companionship mean a couple of different things to me. Definitely, of course, we want them to sit on the porch and hold hands. Now, if you happen to find somebody that likes sitting on the porch too,
right,
right. That's and that's another thing too. I did want to just have something I could build with somebody too. Like I was a homeowner. I had gave up my house because I couldn't afford the repairs it needed. I was a homeowner for 16 years. Now, I would love to buy another house with somebody. And that's something that we can just have in the family.
I think we got to operate them as businesses. Almost.
Right. For real, though.
Love is good.
But, okay. What's love got to do with it, Tina?
It is a business. It is a business.
It is a business.
Especially if we're talking about financially thriving.
Yeah, it's a business.
Once you got money, a lot of stuff you ain't really tripping on.
Right.
Kind of stuff running smooth. So
yeah. Right. So okay, we gonna leave it on Tina and what's love got to do with it, because a relationship is more of a business than we want love, but for real, in reality, it is a business.
And then what else we gotta accept too? That people gonna change their mind.
And we gonna change.
That's
people gonna change.
I'm okay with letting people.
Change
you got to.
And you can change yours.
You got to. Right.
You have to evolve. Like what the hell?
Times, like even with me and my ex, I think we were growing because we was young too, but not that young. But we was young enough. But we started growing, but we didn't have a conversation which way we was going.
Right.
So then I started growing one way.
And y'all probably go and come back. Who knows?
Oh, wait a minute. What happened? Oh, you got these goals. Well, I'm tired. We didn't talk about this. I didn't know you was doing these shows, and all of this kind of stuff. But when I look back now, I would have 100,000% absolutely lay all my bullshit aside and supporting him more. And I'm not saying just me showing up.
Yeah.
At his stuff.
Just shows. Being like, let me book this. Let me
go out here and ground him. I would have done it.
Because he was killing shit.
But I didn't understand that. Right. But see, now, because I'm on, and I be thinking about it, now I want him, he's like, girl, what are you talking about?
Right.
So, it don't matter. We going to do it.
Yeah.
Because.
For the babies.
Yeah, that's what's important at the end of the day. So.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and I'm going to play some more of this. I don't know what song. Heard probably some lick it, slap it, let me fuck it. That's usually what it is.
I don't even know how to stop it.
But we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back in 10. All right. I'm going to finish this. I don't think I'm going to leave my live running. What y'all think?
Yeah, I took
I'm going to let it run.
I was on TikTok.
I'm going to let mine run.
Hey, what's happening, homie? What's happening? It's your little old Plies, man. I ran across a nice little baby the other day, homie. Little mama was so bad, she had me hypnotized. Couldn't even get my eyes off her. I'ma tell you how I feel to be hypnotized.
You got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. You got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm yacked up and I'm home. Now all I need now is some moaning. That pussy got me zoning. Her vibe tell me she want it. She got the fuck how she on me. I got a knock or she joning. I know in the panic she phone me. I'm locked eyes on that monkey. I know she wet cause she told me. That ass on her she poking. Every nigga in here scoping. I see me up in her poking. She bent over and I'm stroking. Her cheeks spread wide open. I'm beating in and I'm focused.
I'm so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Just like that,
just do it some more.
Yes, just like that.
Girl, do it some more.
Now shake that ass and make a nigga like me spend that cash.
Now do it some more.
Just like that,
just do it some more.
yes, just like that.
Girl, do it some more.
Now shake that ass and make a nigga like me spend that cash.
She bad as hell and she swole. I'm trying to play in her hole. Lil' mama dime, she cold. I fuck her once and she sold. I want her naked, no clothes. I'm in the private shows. No limit, anything goes. I'ma let her ride me on her toes. Just stand in front of me and pose. You touch mine, I touch yours. To get her sprung is my goal. First time I seen her, I froze. I had to get her, she knows. She bucked it, then she fold. Cause I'm too real and she knows. She want the goon and it shows.
Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Just like that,
just do it some more.
yes, just like that.
Girl, do it some more.
Now shake that ass and make a nigga like me spend that cash.
Now do it some more.
Just like that,
just do it some more.
yes, just like that.
Girl, do it some more.
Now shake that ass and make a nigga like me spend that cash. You got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round and round. That booty keep bumping, jitties just bouncing up and down. Got me so hypnotized, the way your body rolling round.
He had been saying he wanted to get.
Oh, there's some water right there in that bowl.
So I had like when I saw the car and everything, I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you for your
Yeah, this one right here goes out to all the babies, mamas. Baby mamas. Yeah, go like this. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
My baby is drama, mama. Don't like me. She doing things like having the boys come from her neighborhood to the studio trying to fight me. She need to get a piece of the American pie and take her bite out. That's my house. I disconnect the cable and turn the lights out and let her know her grandchild is a baby and not a paycheck. Private school, daycare, shit, medical bills, I pay that. I love your mom and everything. See, I ain't the only one who lay down. She wanna rip you up, start a custody war. My lawyer, stay down. She never got a chance to hear my side of the story. We was divided. She had fish fries and cookouts for my child's birthday. I ain't invited. Despite it, I show her the utmost respect when I fall through. All you do is defend that lady when I call you. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. Me and your daughter got a special thing going on. You say it's puppy love. We
this way forever. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. Miss Jackson.
10 times out of 9. Now if I'm lying, fine. The quickest muzzle, throw it on my mouth and I'll decline. King meets queen, then the puppy love thing. Together dream about that crib with the good swing. On the oak tree, I hope we feel like this forever. Forever, forever, ever, forever, ever. Forever never seems that long until you're grown. And notice that the day by day ruler can't be too wrong. Miss Jackson, my intentions were good. I wish I could become a magician to abracadabra all the sadder. Thoughts of me, thoughts of she, thoughts of he. Asking what happened to the feeling that her and me had. I pray so much about it, need some knee pads. It happened for a reason, one can't be mad. So know this, know that everything's cool. And yes, I will be present on the first day of school and graduation.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
Look at the way he treats me. She look at the way you treat me. Skillin' nose ass homegirls and got your ass sent up the creek, G. Without a pad on, you left the straddle and ride this thing on out. And the union girl ain't speaking no more, cause my dick all in, I'm out. I'm talking about jealousy, infidelity, envy, cheating, beating, and the N to the G, they be the same thing. But who you placing the blame on? You keep on singing that same song. Let bygones be bygones, you can go and get the hell on you and your mom.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times.
We're back. So, we gonna go into, we took a little break. Had to, we talked about a lot of things, very interesting things, and realized some of it, we already know that it's a lot of this shit is on us. But I got some videos I'm gonna play. But while I'm pulling up these videos, do any of y'all think that y'all have ever been like trauma bonded with somebody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Most of our first loves is trauma bonding. Most.
I can agree with that. Cause I don't know what I was doing. I can agree with that.
I don't know. I have a different experience with love altogether, so I think I'm just.
What's your
see
experience
it differently?
to love?
Because I was really hurt at a very young age by love, very, very young, by someone I thought was just like
How old were you?
a child,
Oh.
maybe like 3, 4,
Oh, okay.
and then up. Genetically inclined to love me did not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just didn't. So I seen it differently. But however, growing up though, I had a different point of view of love because I had uncles and aunts who were married. Right. And I got to watch. Now I don't know everything that was going on behind closed doors in their marriage, but what they portrayed to me, to their kids, and you know what I'm saying, my cousins and stuff, was healthy, right? So even though I knew that love hurt me very young, I also seen a different side of love that was like, oh yeah, I want that. Like my grandparents were married for over 35 years, right? Lived in the same house, everything, but as a kid, I can never tell you I saw them have a conversation. I can't tell you that I saw them hold hands. I can't tell you that I seen them watch a movie together. Everything was very separate. My grandmother was in the kitchen, he's in the living room. Very separate. You know what I mean? Even bedtime was separate. Eventually, they got into bed, in the bed together, but somebody went first. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see any interaction between them, but they was together. When he got paid every Friday, he handed over that checkbook. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, all right. So what I know is a man is supposed to provide and take care of, but damn, y'all not gonna talk. I want to talk to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I started having to piece together what I seen in other people, what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I had a pretty.
I know. Back in the day, I think it was crazy. It was different. It was different. My grandmother and my grandfather. My grandfather was a horrible person.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, my
he
grandfather
was a horrible person
before me. Before I was born.
Before I was born, too.
His kids seen a different side of him. You know what I'm saying? By the time I came along as the first grandchild, he was an asshole, but he kept his hands to himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never saw him, but I know, you used to.
He had gotten older, because you got to remember with your aunts and uncles and your mom.
Right.
Well, my grandparents were just younger grandparents, though. My grandmother was 36 when I was born. That's young to be a grandmother.
Oh, yeah, that's young.
And I was born in the 80s, and she was 36 when I was born.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
So,
and she's gone now. My grandmother's passed away, but it's just like thinking about it is like they just ain't never talked. They just didn't, and it was so weird to me. I ain't get it. I didn't understand it. Like, but they had their own understanding.
They just lived. They just lived together.
Yeah.
They just coincide together, whatever you call it. Yeah,
I'm
coincide.
like they cared about each other, but in the weirdest ways. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just very weird. Like
so much they ain't
had. Right. They was just like whatever.
I'm sure by that
she probably like, I don't give a damn what he do.
Right. Nah, fuck all that. That shit was weird to me. And then my dad was a whore, so he always had different women in and out. So it was hard to be like, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? But that might happen. Like, can I prepare myself for that? Will I still want love if that happens? You know what I'm saying?
And then it's just that fantasy that we have. Because even like with my father, the way I saw him treat my stepmother, he treated her well.
Right.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's just like,
and you just
I can't wait.
But it gives you hope that it's people out there like that, though, right?
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
You get with the uppercut. Now my father been dead almost 20 years. I done found out some stuff that he wasn't as good as I thought.
Right.
And a lot of that shit was, I'm sorry. A lot of them earrings and flowers and all that I saw was, ooh.
Right.
Yep.
Well, they ain't want. They thought
you
they
know,
was raising you right by not subjecting you to
all
that.
Well,
so yeah,
I can't believe none of these older couples been together 50, 60
right.
years.
They've been through
and
hell.
Ain't been through some bull.
Right.
Yeah.
We just give
And
up.
they've
too
been
easy.
cheated on too.
That's what I think.
That's
I think we
it.
do give up
That's
too
it.
easy because we've been taught just to walk away because you're a strong black
and
woman.
And that's why I said now
you don't got to deal with
I
that.
realize that is something that we could have worked through with the right resources.
Because I don't think cheating is grounds for termination. I don't. It depends on how you do it.
Not of no marriage.
I don't think it depends on how you do it.
I don't agree.
I don't let you know.
Opinion. Nope.
You think cheating is grounds of termination?
Oh yeah, that's a wrap. I can't do it.
Yeah.
We'll never bounce back right if I.
Well, I would never say to that person, if you cheat, I'm not gonna leave you.
I can't do it.
No,
we'll never bounce back. We'll never
the
bounce
trust
back
would
right.
never be the way it was
me.
He won't
before.
let
You know
us
what
do
I'm
it,
saying?
right.
So like, I'm just gonna be honest with you.
Well,
Like,
that's not why I want.
Yeah.
If I can control myself, I'm gonna need you to control yourself as the leader of this household. Absolutely the fuck not. No, I can't. For what? Why are we doing that? Well, you could be single.
Yeah.
So
you could be single.
I don't think that I would throw away. Yeah, I
I've
wouldn't
been married
do
like
it.
for some years.
My bad, y'all.
You got your kids invested, some little, some big. Y'all got shit going, building. You will throw away all of that
because somebody had a moment.
I wouldn't throw away all of it, but as far as you thinking that we in love is a wrap.
But you wouldn't love that person no more?
No, I love you, but just not the way I used to.
The dynamic gonna
not the way I used to.
There's gonna be adjustments you're gonna have. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Those marriages that
Yeah,
last
no, I'm
50,
an adult.
60 years.
I'm an adult. We have shit together. We have kids together. I love you.
Right.
You're not a horrible person because you cheated.
Right.
I just know that I'm not gonna look at you the same no more.
But I swear to
So
God, I think that's a part of the fairy tale. To think that a man is gonna be with one woman for the entirety of their existence to the bound. I know they don't, but if a person does fuck up,
one of them.
For real, I can't do it. Because I'm not
a cheater.
I can't do it.
I
either.
can't
That's
take
what I'm
you
saying.
back from cheating on me because I'm not gonna forgive you that fast.
I can't. I know it. So why ruin that?
I ain't never gonna trust you ever again.
Right. No.
I'm gonna look at you sideways. I don't have time to be looking at you sideways everything you do. I don't care what you say.
I really
don't care
believe
what
the way
you do.
they do it in Africa is the way it's really meant to be done.
That's nice.
If you can afford multiple wives,
who can handle that.
You can afford to be in that.
okay.
But these people just cheat.
That's wonderful.
They just cheat. I don't want to be cheated on either. No, I don't.
Some people get cheated on and they be fine.
Right, I don't want to be cheated on either.
But I've been in relationships where I was cheated on and I
Me
stayed.
too.
And I tried to understand.
Yeah.
And I tried to,
see,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why I know.
And I can say that and stand on it. I'm not talking about the trying to understand where I'm being a bitch and I'm just not letting them, get past the fact that they cheated, because that's no. I stood on business. Okay, you did what you did. Okay, I'm gonna let it go. And I did. And you continued to fucking keep doing it.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
you see
that's
what I'm
true.
saying?
Well,
but the minute I raised my voice, and the minute said I don't want to do this no more, I started to get it different. When I realized I had to be a bitch to get what I needed from you, I don't need nothing from you.
That's true.
You
Because
know what
I want
I'm
to be
saying?
in
Like,
my
I've
soft
been with
energy.
people.
True.
I've tried to give the grace. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a man.
Right.
I don't know what it. I'm not a man.
Right.
I don't know what that show. I tried to give the grace and understand, but you're not gonna keep playing in my face.
Right.
And again, if I decide I want to step out, because I like new shit too. I like new
that's
shit
the type
too.
of shit I'll do.
If that's the case, are we gonna do this open? What are we
Okay.
doing?
You know.
Like, it's cool, but to think that I'm gonna be. I'd be lying to myself to invest myself in a man, to give a man my love, to give a man his children, and think that I'm gonna sleep good at night knowing that he out here fucking other bitches is insane. It's not gonna happen. We not that bond is not there no more. You done gave away what I wouldn't get the same grace. Yeah. You would not look at me and think I still love the shit out this bitch. You're a fucking liar.
Nah, man,
you're a liar. You couldn't handle
shit.
it, so I don't need. It's not fair to me to have to handle it, and you couldn't.
Right.
But I have to, because you're the man and it's just in your nature. Boy, fuck you. Grow up. Grow up. Grow up.
I don't know.
Absolutely not.
I don't know, but I don't
be
think...
with someone compatible with that. Be with
Yeah.
someone. Be with a woman who understands that there are plenty of progressive women
not progressive.
out here in the world
Not
who will allow
progressive.
you to have these multiple lives these multiple women, they will.
But you know what? I think they're gonna do it anyway.
You're not allowed to love what you love about your spouse or me or whoever it is, but want to still do no. Go find somebody who does that for you. You won't find everything you need in it because it just doesn't work that way. But good luck. And I'm all for allowing someone to do that. Like I know what I can give a man, and I know what a man can give me.
Right.
So either I got to be okay with never getting it, or knowing, oh nah, bitch, I need that. So I got to exit stage
true.
Left.
Okay.
So I just give the same grace I want. Period. You know what I'm saying? No, absolutely not. It was cute though.
Yeah.
Cheat on me, you got to go. It's a wrap. You don't got to go, but it's over between us in that way. You can't.
You say you'll never get that same version,
No,
but that's
you'll
facts.
never get the same version of me again. Absolutely not.
That's
Absolutely
a betrayal.
not.
But
what
about as the person that you are, because that person knows that and they decide, well, I'm gonna do it and I'm just gonna hide it like a motherfucker. I'm never gonna
but
cheat.
when I find out about it, because all things done
everything, they do.
You can hide it, and I appreciate you trying to hide it. That was cute. But I would have really appreciated you not doing it at all. So, since you did do it, and since you did go out your way to
and
hide
we know
that's doing too much too, though, for me. You know what I'm saying? Just being honest.
Yeah, going
because I'd
all
rather
out
you
your
tell
way.
me the minute you get the feeling. The minute you get the urge, like, yo, I really almost wanted to fuck this bitch. I would rather you tell me right then and there. Don't tell me or let me find out later. And on after you already did it, because you done already made a choice.
It is very disrespectful too.
Absolutely
it is
not.
very disrespectful.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Again, I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes, because they have. And again, I've been with people that made mistakes, and I've accepted that they made mistakes. But as time goes on, and I get to thinking about shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, well, wait a minute, I'm investing a lot as a woman here in my own right, and with me being faithful to you. Ain't nobody out here, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody say shit. Nobody's playing in your face on behalf of me when I could.
Right.
I could though. You see what I'm saying? And I'm choosing not to, out of being faithful to you and loving you. Absolutely, I can't get that. Absolutely not. And again, if you want to, let me know and let me make that decision. Like, okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna let him go ahead. And, he's a good man, Savannah. Again,
you say you gonna give him a.
But to not know and you just go and do it. And then I gotta find out about it later. I don't know, bro. You just did too much.
Here, this video for you. This video for you.
Well, for me,
well, you date him then.
The deception is worse than the cheating.
It is, exactly. It's not even that you cheated. It's the fact that you really thought.
Yeah, that's the manipulation.
You thought so?
Like, if you talk to me, I'm gonna with a girl, depending on the situation. I probably am gonna have an attitude. I don't want to find out. I don't like the fact that somebody else knows some shit about you.
Right.
I don't.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, if we had a relationship of that sort, sorry.
What? Here, this your video right here.
And I'm gonna give you an option, because I'm the type of person. I'm gonna give you an option, but you're gonna either be with me or I'm gonna be with you. Or we're gonna be together.
Or we're gonna be together.
Wait, what?
Either we're gonna be together or you're gonna be with me. And I'm gonna give you an option, because I'm the type of person. I'm gonna give you an option, but you're gonna either be with me or I'm gonna be with you. Or we're gonna be together.
Wait.
You're like, wait a minute, what the fuck you talking about? That's not the same. That's the same shit. Okay, I'm gonna do these videos real quick. Hold on, this one I found interesting.
Say that they don't want a polygamous marriage, but continue to cheat.
Oh, because I wanted to cheat. I don't want you to cheat.
So a man who is a pathological cheater is a man who's also externalizing his brokenness, his pain, his insecurities, his mommy issues, his daddy issues, and all of that stuff onto all of these women who he is being polyamorous with, because cheating is an act of polyamorous. The woman on the receiving end is also the woman who is in that situation, because this man feeds her daddy issue dysfunction as well. And so you have two people who are trauma bonding and allowing toxicity to live in that relationship, because it takes toxicity to feed toxicity. It takes dysfunction to feed dysfunction. And so when we go deeper into it, it's not just that this man likes to sneak and cheat. It's that this man has an innate self-hate that he has about himself. Because any man who can spread himself thin amongst multiple women who he is dismantling is a direct reflection of the dismantling he has within himself. Because we only give people who we are, and they only experience the brokenness or the togetherness or the healedness of who we are.
I don't think that every man that just want to be outside has some mental condition with his self-worth. Sometimes we love ourselves a lot. I think sometimes we love ourselves so much that women want to be around us while we love ourselves.
Why?
I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
I love myself a lot.
Like a little drunk.
I know that's not what she said, but that's what he said, and that'd be
right.
my whole point.
Yeah.
She trying to
So,
psychoanalyzed him, and at the end of the day, men are different. God created us that way.
Right.
He created men to be able to go out and have concubines. He just was. We weren't created that way because of bloodlines, genealogy. We can't go out and sleep with multiple men.
We're emotional anyway.
And we wouldn't know who the baby daddy is.
Right.
Like that's what it comes down to.
Yeah,
we
not
be able to do.
to be. Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to do that kind of stuff anyway. Cause like, think about it.
And it was like you said, the more money they had, the more they could get. They was allowed.
Right. So, if you can prove you are allowed as many wives as you can provide for.
Yeah, I don't go for
we raised differently. You know what I'm saying? So we believe that a man is supposed to be with one woman. They won't kick me out.
See, that's the thing though. I don't disagree. Right?
You just saying this. She's saying it's not for her.
I don't disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? I believe that again, at work, I get it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't understand it.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
you would
just
run
saying,
the house.
It's not for you.
For me.
You
right.
run the house though.
No, I don't.
You would run
the women
houses.
run the house.
I know. They houses.
What the hell they out there?
Your house.
No, right.
I think men are men in a different reality. In a different reality, men are allowed as many women as they can provide for. That's why it's kind of like in their DNA to be with multiple women, but not that it's okay because these men is doing it just broke. They just out here sleeping with multiple women. I ain't gonna say they broke because I apologize to them, but they just out here sleeping with multiple. Because our men not broke. Yeah. And they just out here sleeping with multiple women.
A lot of it's a minority of the men sleeping with all the women. They got the same baby daddy. So I'm almost thinking that it ain't even a majority of the men like we think it is.
Right.
It's just a select group of these men fucking everybody.
It's just like a select group of women that's fucking everybody. So we all get the rap for it. And that's kind of unfair. So it's the same thing with the men. Like, I could talk to a man, and as soon as he say y'all, it pisses me off. Yeah, me too. Like, my name is not y'all. Are you looking at me as Yolanda? Or are you looking at me as y'all? Y'all is not my name. And it's aggravating as fuck. But we do the same thing when it come to men, though.
Yeah.
When I look at a man and I'm talking to him and I'm getting to know him, I'm looking to see if I see any traits of anything I've already been through in the past relationships that was toxic and a hindrance in my life, and that's not fair.
Hey, beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? It's not fair. Like, no, I'm supposed to be trying to get to know him. Now,
you are getting to know him.
Show. Yeah, but I'm looking for it.
Might not be the other.
Yeah, I might be looking for it, and I might be wrong. That's the thing. I might be wrong. I might think that this is what I'm seeing, but I'm looking for it. That's like if you go through somebody's phone and you are looking. But that's like if you're looking through somebody's phone, like, you're looking to find something.
I don't want to go around with the side eye on everybody. I just don't.
I just want to get to know.
I just want to have fun, date, and then if something happen, innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
That's where I'm at now.
I think that's the way to go as well, right? I don't like to do the whole not trusting people issue, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I feel like I don't know you not to trust you, right?
Right.
So,
I don't.
Done anything for me to be like, I don't fucking trust you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta do something. So again, I used to be that way. Like I trust everybody until they prove me otherwise.
Right. And I will listen. Like I will dead ass listen because my mind will tell me. And I'll listen. Now, if I listen to you, I talk to you, I get feedback from you, and everything that I'm thinking is accurate, then you gotta go. 100%. You gotta go. And you don't even know I'm running this whole logistics. I'm just talking to you and letting you answer your own questions though.
Right.
And it just don't go with what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's that Scorpio shit.
What I figured out too was a lot of people, when they don't have access to the people that they really want. Now it's y'all all the same. Y'all, and it's like
Yeah.
I be like,
I'm not.
Please don't talk to me about your ex,
yeah.
because that's the
I don't
ooh,
listen.
baby.
Yeah,
I
so-
think the y'all thing is it's a trigger.
It is.
Right?
It's a trigger for me.
It's a trigger because, and it's very, you know what, I don't like y'all when in a conversation when it's about me is because it's passive aggressive as fuck.
Right.
Say what you mean to me, I'm talking to you. For me to say y'all is to me, is very passive. Yolanda, you know I'm talking to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
for me to be like, because y'all know I'm talking about her. Like,
right.
I don't like that. So I think that's another thing too, but again, we all do it.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Every
let's-
last one of us do. I fucking do it.
I guess it's just depending on the the context of the conversation and how I say it. Like I say, because like I do the podcast YouTube, I'm generally speaking as a whole.
Nah, this we talking about when we talking directly to somebody.
Right,
like
but
it's
we
like
always
talking
somebody
about.
be like, y'all
Yeah.
always act like
Yeah,
that.
y'all, yeah.
No, I'm acting like
Right.
that. Say, why do you act like this when I do this so I can answer your question? But then you go into the y'all and you make it passive aggressive and now it becomes an argument and nobody actually got to fucking say what they needed to say. And then it's something else to argue about because it was still unsaid and nobody listened.
This one of these videos where do y'all think this true?
He will always be willing to choose himself. Every man is going to choose himself. He's going to put himself first. Put yourself first. Men will always choose themselves. Well, I don't want to hurt his feelings. A man will always be willing to hurt your feelings. He will always be willing to choose himself. Every man is going to choose himself. He's going to put himself first. Put yourself first.
Do y'all think it's true?
Where they
I
at?
don't
It's
know.
a lot of
Because
men
I think that
don't
men
choose
will.
themselves.
I think that men would definitely choose you if they choose you.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll say this. Can I share? I want to share something. One of my friends told me a story. She said her friend dated this guy for years, right? And there were certain things that he would do that was like, even on the outside looking in, when you watched them, you would even say like, "Sheesh, damn, that was rude," you know what I mean? Or that was, mean or whatever. And one day she went off on this man. And like everybody around her was like, "Yes, girl, you should have." And when I tell you that man told her that day we were fucking through and walked away. And I genuinely sat back and thought about that and said, all this shit that you allowed him to do to you, that you just ate, that you hated, the minute you did something that he told you not to fucking do and you did it, he left. That nigga got self-worth like a motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
That was some. You look
And
at
you
it and
can't
be
be
like,
mad
"How
at
dare
him."
him?" And you be like, "How dare him? What? He
dare
told
you?
you,
Right.
don't do that. You did it. He left. That's what the fuck you should have been doing 5 years ago.
You can't be mad.
Like I didn't see it the way you know what I'm saying.
And
like I was like,
"Oh,
oh,
they're gonna leave too."
I think I don't know what she did. She called him out his name or something in
Was
public.
everybody around when she did it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what it was.
But he been clowning her in public for the
but
longest.
he has
yeah.
embarrassed the shit out this woman.
But
That
that's
got
what
nothing to do with him.
But that's what I was just gonna say. It's
But
Daddy's fault.
That's the whole
That's
point
not
I'm
his
trying
fault.
to say.
Yeah.
He chose himself. He chose himself.
And walked away, exit stage. It was iconic.
Yeah.
You
And
know
you
what I'm
can't be
saying?
mad
Like,
at
but
that.
But you know what
will-
else
I
too?
won't agree 100%, but men will choose themselves
Yeah.
as they should, though.
As
But
they
like
should.
You
we
know why
should
that
too.
is?
You
You
know
know
what I
why
mean?
that is?
'Cause we the
Because
fairy tale.
we the fairy tale, and
I
also
think
this.
everything context.
I asked a few men, like, what kind of things are y'all told about women? Like, okay, for instance, we've
Depends on who's
been
telling
told
the
things
shit.
like, get you a man that'll take care of you and your kids. It's this whole fairy tale. Y'all all know somebody who was messing with a married man. He ended up leaving his wife, and then they got married.
Shit.
And it's crazy. All these
That
crazy
hardly ever
stories that
happen.
women hear. We sit around and we tell each other these crazy ass stories, or it'll be something like, you got 5 children, and somebody will say, "Girl, don't worry about that. You gonna meet your man. He gonna take care of you and all them kids." Hold on, but that's the kind of stuff we tell each other. Am I right or wrong? We've heard people say stuff like that.
I
to
say that
people.
because I didn't
It
watch men
happens.
take care of another
what
person's
I'm
kids
saying
before they
is
take care of their
That
own.
was the exception, not the rule.
But it's
Right?
okay.
Right now
So-
they are
so-
teaching them not to be what they call them step crash dummies.
Look, so
And that's
so
what's
I
here's-
going
teach
so
them.
here's
I
the
taught my
thing.
people not to.
Men aren't told things like that
They
about
need to be
women.
taught
You know
to
what men are
retain their
told?
semen.
Get a job,
Semen
take
retention.
care of your family.
Mm-hmm.
Realistic things. That's us walking around. Oh, we're gonna get married and ride off into the sunset.
I didn't never think that.
No, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, no.
I'm not trying to.
No.
No.
I understand.
What did you
I understand.
think?
But most women
Nothing.
do wander around aimlessly like that.
What were you taught?
Okay, this is what I was taught. I'm an only child. But
okay.
I was raised in a 2-parent household. And my daddy was there until he passed away. And I left before he left. I went away to college before he left. So, I've seen it all. But my mother, I guess because I was a girl, I don't know, but she was really into this, drilling this in my head. It was like a daily thing. Don't depend on the man. Get ready to be prepared to take care of yourself. Make sure you get an education. Like I just heard it all the time. So she
passed her trauma down to you, though.
Yeah, because maybe she felt like I can't leave,
like
but
stuck.
you cannot
don't
be in this
don't walk in my
situation.
shoes, right?
Yeah, but she was happy. I mean, it was good.
And I know that's what I'm saying. Like,
I mean, she was happy and all, but she was just trying to forewarn me that what I have, you may not have it.
Or you might not want it. Shit.
That too. So you need to be prepared just in case. She did mention that if you don't want it, you can take care of yourself.
Away, yeah.
You don't need it.
It's a lot of women that was saying, like older women, when they were stay-at-home moms, they would all say things like that.
Yeah. I feel like one of them situations is that's like the grass is greener type shit. Like, you don't have it, so you want it, but if you had it, you wouldn't even fucking want it. Like you got it at home and you thinking, oh my God, look at these people, they out here living their life working. But then when you out here, you like, this shit ain't all it's cracked up to be. So let me take my ass back home and do the bare minimum and love my husband and deal with his bullshit. So either I'm going to deal with my husband, one person bullshit, or I'm going to deal with all these people bullshit out here in these streets.
Or just be by
yourself. I live in the
I don't want to be by myself, girl.
I don't either.
Because I live in the land of wanting to have coffee on the porch every night, right?
I do too.
Listen,
right?
I love being a stay-at-home mom. Don't get me wrong, but I don't like. I need to go to work.
That's because you need adult attention. You just gotta call your other girls. That's not.
Now she probably just need the socialization of being here.
No, I don't. But again, I feel like it is unfair. Well, maybe I do. Right? Okay. You know what? Okay. Maybe
it's
I
just
do.
the social.
Because I do feel like it's unfair to only want my man's attention, but that's the only attention I get, right? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
So it's still, but it's unfair, right? So I need
other
adult interaction.
Yeah.
Because again, I love my children. Don't get me wrong,
but you need a break sometime. Yeah, it ain't the same,
right? So I just, that's the only thing I miss about it. Other than that, though. And again, but I do want to go to work though. Because again, I want to be able to do shit like, I want to be able to say shit like, you can call off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why don't you call off? Let's play hooky. Like, I don't want to, it's cool. Like, I'm blessed to be able to be a stay-at-home mom, but.
Let's see what this video is talking about. I could imagine it's not.
What are we doing?
Watching TV.
No, I mean, like, what are we doing together? You don't even look like you happy to be with me. When you're around me, your energy is just so low and boring, and it feels like you don't even like me. So what are we doing besides wasting our own precious sweet time?
That's a lot of projection.
And you're deflecting. Are you even happy in this relationship?
No.
How long have you been unhappy?
For a while. I feel like I'm not a priority and I'm just some random dude that you mess around with.
Okay, but you're not some random dude. You're my man. And you should have just talked to me instead of just mentally checking out of the relationship.
I didn't want to bother you about it.
I think we should just part ways and just break up at this point.
We ain't gotta separate completely. We could just be cool, be friends or something.
Friends? If we didn't work out as a relationship, what makes you think that we go be good friends?
The dynamic is different. There's less expectations when we're just friends as opposed to being in a relationship, so it might be better for us.
No, what you want is a placeholder. You think you could save me for later or something? Like I'm gonna just be around while you go do whatever you want to do?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm gonna actually take that time to work on myself.
So why can't you just work on yourself while we're together? If we can't be together, then we cannot be friends.
Hey. Listen,
you know, some people can't do it, guys.
I fall in love with myself.
Well, no, I think for the part for me was when she jumped and said, well, we should just break up then and end it. Because he never said that. Right. He never went that far.
But that's the part. That's what we do because it ain't our way. It's not what we want to hear. Yeah. But you ask the question, you get the truth.
Right.
And it offends you.
Sometimes
so you just really go.
Quiet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? Sometimes you just kind of ask, like, if she didn't. She didn't even ask him, okay, well, what do you want to do?
I wouldn't ask like that, though.
Well, yeah, definitely. But it's
if I ask you if
but
you
some
unhappy,
women just
you tell me
like they like.
I think my next question will be, okay, well, what do you want to do?
Most of the time, they don't be wanting.
Where do we go from here?
Where's the problem?
You know what I'm saying? Like, where do we go from here? So I don't think, I just think that if you're going to jump out there and just say, okay, I think we should break up, I think anything after that, she shouldn't have had no more questions.
She should have asked, is there anything I can do to
Right. But that's what I'm asking.
That I'm doing wrong.
To save it.
Yes.
Hey,
like, she didn't say that.
So what are we gonna do? Like, is it something I can do?
Exactly.
If you tell me no, I'm unhappy.
What made you check out?
I think this
is
I think this is when months after months or weeks and weeks and weeks of being at this point. Now it's just like
she was
whatever.
just tired.
Nah, it's like whatever. But if you love somebody, you don't just.
But men, do you know
you
what?
don't,
and I
but
will
if
say
you do,
this,
if you decide, okay,
then it's
I'm
like
done.
I was already ready.
You know what I'm
to go.
saying? Then you done. You gotta stand on that. You said you was done.
Be
done. You know what I mean?
You're not
allowed I said it's a relationship is important. You're supposed to tell me. If you're not happy.
I don't understand that about men. Like I said, I try to understand their nature, but that part is to. Sometimes I look at that as a bit cowardly. If you cannot just say what's in your head like a grown man, like don't check out for weeks at a time, and then next thing you know,
here we are.
Because I'm like, what the hell? Because you know, a woman will start festering all type of stuff.
I think
insecurities, is it me, how I look,
too, though, right? Like men will have you revert. So let's just say, you know, the relationship is going great, everything's fine, you know, there's no issues and nothing like that, so everything feels good, you know. But let's just say, as women, we know when something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, we know, we feel it. We
definitely know.
And we'll ask, like, you okay? You cool? And they don't want to say nothing. And then they start acting funny. Now, you can see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I felt it, but now I can see something is wrong, and you're not willing to just tell me what's going on. So it reverses. If they understood how much it brings people back, because I could be living the way you want me to be living in my mind about us, and now because you acting like this, you see what I'm saying? I got to take 10 steps back. Because you won't even tell me what the fuck going on. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So again, I ask, like, when someone tells you that they're unhappy, then the only other question after that is what's wrong? What can I do? Is there anything I can do? If they say no,
then
they need to be like, we can break up.
Then we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
It's almost like not asking that question is selfish.
It is.
So now it's just about what you feel and what you
right.
Because you don't even care.
Because you don't even care if I'm happy or not. You didn't even ask.
You just done.
So then when you ask again and you know the answer is that, like, no one expects that answer, but if that's the answer, if the answer is nah, bitch, I'm very unhappy.
He's like, woo.
Only thing I can ask you is, oh my God. Well, what can
you said, oh my God.
What can I do? And 9 times out of 10, again, I'm a woman. I knew you was unhappy already.
And if you still here, it's something you can do.
And I was just waiting for somebody to say it. Right. And it was just so happened to be you. So the only other question is, well, what can we do to fix it?
One thing I've learned about men from being friends with a bunch of married ones and all type of stuff, they will stay with you and not want you at all.
That's weird.
They will stay with you.
I hate that
because they don't want to hurt your feelings.
I hate that for them.
They want you
to
leave.
I hate that for them too.
When they act,
I know one right now.
They want you to go.
Yeah, sometimes they do want to create a situation to where you just
create it.
And I know a lot of men who do that.
I do too.
I know somebody that tried to do that before, and I knew it, so I just was like, suffer.
Right.
Okay, well, it's about that time. Oh shit, it's 9/11.
No, you're not gonna get off easy. You're not gonna be a cheater, and you want me to break up with you, boy? Fuck you. No, go the whole way. Go the whole way.
Look, Justin around here jiggling keys and shit.
Right.
Right here jiggling keys. That was hella funny. All right, so since my producer around here jiggling keys like the maintenance man and shit, this has been like dope. I think we need to do more of these, and I need to invite more and more and more and more women. You ladies most definitely can come back because we wasn't even finished talking. Like we didn't even go through all the videos or all the questions, or you didn't. You talked a little bit, but you ain't. It's just so much we can do and say. And I think I'm gonna look back over this and I'm gonna chop it up and see. Is this a lot that was said today for real? Because the thing that I want to get to is that if men stay around, they want to fuck. Oh Lord. Anyway, why did I read CeeLo's shit? Nothing. Nothing.
That was low.
Yes. Nothing. Anyway, this one crazy.
I get a lot of insight from Los.
Yeah, he needs Los is Los. Okay, hi Los.
Los is a lot of these men out here.
He is a lot of these men out here, especially the Kevin Samuels men. Anyway,
don't do Kevin.
I liked Kevin,
but yeah, I was gonna say some stuff he.
Yeah, I liked him. A lot of I could never be mad at him because he was accurate,
he was right.
And a lot of these women don't deserve. Well, they need to take a look in the mirror because baby, what you bringing to the table ain't what you asking for.
Right.
Cause you like bringing the bare minimum, even if the bare minimum, like, this shit be crazy. That's why I know people have mental issues. Shit, it's like
bare
crazy.
Minimum still supposed to be spectacular.
It's like crazy, girl.
We got to date it within our means. That's
right.
Well, or just work on you. If you be the person you want to date,
quit trying to go get a 10.
Be the person you want to date.
Same with the guy, the man at the gas station. He know damn well that he don't have no business treat people better. But they so confident.
They are.
If you don't love yourself 100%, you're
right. You gotta love yourself.
For what?
You gotta love yourself.
Okay.
You unfair.
Yeah, they in the Conoco. They absolutely love themselves.
Okay. Somebody fucking with them. The nigga begging for change at the gas pump, trying to get your number. Like, why would you try to get my number? Anyway, we gonna wrap this up. So if you can, I want each lady to leave a positive note for our men on Father's Day, because we gonna recognize Father's Day up here, because fathers are just as important as mothers to me. You know, we just don't give them their flowers, but they deserve it, and they are getting their ass kicked out here in this world. So if you could leave the fathers for Father's Day with one thing, what would you leave?
First and foremost, I want to show love to my kid's father, cause he's the shit.
Okay.
He is everything and more I could ask for in a father for my children.
Okay.
So I want to shout him out first and foremost. But every other black man out there that's doing it, we see you, we love you, you are appreciated. Please know that you are appreciated. And happy Father's Day. Black boy joy. All day.
Happy Father's Day. Yeah. Nikki.
Like I do want to first and foremost tell my children's father and ex-husband how much I appreciate him. You are the GOAT. He knows I hate this. But that will make him feel good. And he is the GOAT, though, when it comes to this dadding thing. We got 8 beautiful ones, and I done watched him bust his ass, you know, and sometimes we can be ungrateful. So I do want to give him his flowers. Happy Father's Day. And for the other men out here, some of us out here, we got your back. We working on it.
That's right.
You know, so just keep your head up. Don't give up on us black women yet.
Please don't. That's right. That's right.
I would like to piggyback off of something my bishop said about 2 years ago on Father's Day, on Sunday. His whole sermon was the importance of, he was really trying to break down the importance of a man in a household, especially as far as how it relates to the women. That he said that women who have had a man in their household can relate to men better. They make better girlfriends. The men kind of like them more. I mean, the way he broke it down, we all was like, wow. But the men kind of stay with us longer because something about we can relate to them better just because we had our dad around us. And that really touched me because, you know, I know that's to be true. So I just want to put that out there. I believe that's real. I believe it's a real thing. I believe a father's presence in the household is very, very, very necessary. I believe it's very important. You know, that's a lot of reason why, you know, some of us don't have kids or whatever, because we know the importance of the family household. Right. So that's why I love Father's Day, and I really think it's a really important thing, and I really think fathers are just as important as mothers.
Yeah.
And that's just how I feel about it.
Okay.
So what I have to say to the fathers is, well, especially to my kids' dad, you're amazing. But on another note, the one thing I have to say to men, well, to people in general, is don't think that you're less than because of who you're around, because we're not meant for everybody.
Right.
So the people you're meant for, you'll be around them and they'll appreciate you. And you are definitely appreciated.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I just want to say happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We see you, we hear you, and just keep being great. We do definitely appreciate you. Thank you for everything.
Okay.
Yes.
Now me, I'm silly. So what I would say is to the fathers, head is a Father's Day gift.
It is.
So if you get some, appreciate it and don't be talking shit. But on a serious note though, for real, to the men out there that's fathers and that's just in a father role, if you're an uncle, if you're a coach, whatever you do that's in a fatherly position to help be that anchor for a kid that might not have a father in the home, or if you are the father, just keep doing what you're doing, because you are making a significant difference. We need you. We love you. We see you. And don't ever let the confines of this sick, weird reality that we living in right now dictate what you do, that you know that you're doing right. So, happy fucking Father's Day. We see you. We love you. All women don't hate you. So don't believe that stupid shit, because it's dumb as fuck. Happy Father's Day. This show was dedicated to you guys. I'll be at Helium this weekend with Michael Blackston and motherfucking McGriff. Welcome home, my guy. Welcome home. Actually, you'll be here tomorrow, so I'll see y'all this weekend. I love you. That's another episode of Miss Me After Dark. Real quick, run your social media. Do that real quick.
Everybody can find me at Asia motherfucking Rodriguez.
Okay, Facebook. Asia motherfucking Rodriguez.
Miss motherfucking Rodriguez on TikTok and Miss motherfucking Rodriguez everywhere else.
Okay, let's go, Miss Green.
You can find me at Just a Brown Girl in America on YouTube and on TikTok. You can find me at Nikki Green if you want to get into my little karaoke page.
Don't put little on that shit.
Well, it's karaoke, because I just started and I only uploaded like
your karaoke page.
Yeah, it's a hobby. Yeah, so
yeah,
I like singing.
Okay,
well,
next
I'm finna go tonight, but yeah,
we got Justin back here shaking keys, baby. He putting us out.
Justin.
You can find me Golden Reality 2. That's Golden Reality, the number 2, on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, Threads, and Snapchat. Same name, baby.
Okay.
You can find me on Facebook, Lamika Anthony, or on TikTok, it's Mika with 2 heart faces.
Oh, Mika with 2 hearties.
So you can find me on Facebook, KB Sweets, TikTok, KB Sweets, Instagram, Candy Ben Sweet, and YouTube is K Bailey.
Yep, she got that chicken and waffle cupcake. That's crazy. You got a piece of chicken on top of it.
I need a card.
Chicken on top of them. Okay. Yep, and me, I'm Yolanda Misunderstood Brown. Yep, I'm everywhere. Yolanda Brown. Whatever. Pop the balloon. I'm all over. Just check me out on social media. TikTok, Miss Me Creations. And yeah, this is another episode of Miss Me After Dark. Whatever you do, whatever you live your life to the fullest. Don't